Hello, friends. Today on the Brazilian National Football Team Forever channel, we'll bring you the incredible journey of Ronaldinho, the legendary Brazilian player who amazed the world with his unique football style. If you enjoy content about the Brazilian national team, make sure to subscribe to our channel and leave your like. Ronaldo de Assis Moreira, better known as Ronaldinho Gaúcho, was born on March 21, 1980, in Porto Alegre, Rio Grande do Sul, Brazil. From an early age, his life was deeply connected to soccer. Raised in a humble family, Ronaldinho grew up surrounded by a passion for the sport, particularly influenced by his father, João, who worked as a security guard and played amateur soccer, and his older brother, Assis, who was already paving the way as a professional player. Little by little, the ball became an extension of Ronaldinho's body. Even as a child, he showcased impressive skills on the dirt fields of his neighborhood. It's said that at just 8 years old, he scored an astonishing 23 goals in a single game, a feat that quickly caught everyone's attention. It was clear that this young boy had something extraordinary. His technique and creativity shone like no other. It was as if Ronaldinho saw the game in a way no one else could. These unique characteristics drew the attention of scouts, and it didn't take long before he was invited to join the youth academy of Grêmio, one of Porto Alegre's biggest soccer clubs. It was there that he began to refine his talent and develop the playing style that would eventually captivate the world. Did you know that the nickname Ronaldinho came about because he was always the youngest and smallest among the players? Despite this, his skill with the ball made up for any differences in size or age. It's fascinating to think that this boy, dazzling with his dribbles and magical moves on small community fields, was on the verge of mesmerizing the entire world. What about you? Can you imagine what it must have been like to witness Ronaldinho at the very beginning of his incredible journey? It was at Grêmio Football Porto Alegrense that Ronaldo de Assis Moreira, known as Ronaldinho Gaúcho, began turning his natural talent into a spectacle. From the moment he joined the club's youth academy, it was clear that this young prodigy was destined for greatness. His unique ball-handling skills and dazzling dribbles enchanted fans and impressed coaches, who quickly recognized the extraordinary talent they had on their hands. At just 17 years old, Ronaldinho made his debut for Grêmio's first team. His boldness on the field was striking, and it didn't take long for him to secure his spot in the squad. During this period, the young forward displayed a rare ability to improvise and create plays that seemed impossible, quickly cementing himself as one of Brazil's brightest footballing prospects. One of the most memorable moments of his time at Grêmio was during a Grenal derby, where Ronaldinho showcased his skills and humiliated the rival defense with breathtaking dribbles. That performance not only solidified his place as a starter, but also caught the attention of the media and international scouts. For Grêmio's fans, Ronaldinho was a symbol of hope, a player who didn't just score goals, but also amazed with his joyful style of play. However, not everything was met with applause. His departure from the club years later sparked controversy, but to this day, the magical moments he provided while wearing the tricolor jersey remain vivid in the memories of fans. Can you imagine what it was like to witness, live, a young Ronaldinho, already showing above-average skills, enchanting the crowds at Estadio Olímpico? When Ronaldinho Gaúcho left Brazil, his talent was already undeniable, but what he accomplished on European fields elevated his name to legendary status. His first stop was Paris SaintGermain in 2001. At the French club, he quickly demonstrated to the world that he was no ordinary player. His dribbles and moments of genius mesmerized fans, even though the team did not achieve major titles at the time. Still, PSG was just the beginning of a journey that would soon reach its peak. In 2003, Ronaldinho moved to Barcelona. It was there, at the Catalan club, that he reached the pinnacle of his career and left an unforgettable legacy. In no time, he became the heart of the team, dazzling fans with unpredictable dribbles, magical passes, and spectacular goals. He turned Camp Nou into his personal stage, restoring glory to Barcelona. The 2004-2005 season was particularly remarkable. Under his leadership, Barca clinched the Spanish title, and Ronaldinho was named FIFA World Player of the Year. The following year, he cemented his legacy even further by leading the club to victory in the 2006 UEFA Champions League and winning his second World Player of the Year award. Who can forget that magical performance against Real Madrid at Santiago Bernabeu, where even the opposing fans gave him a standing ovation? After his triumphant spell at Barcelona, Ronaldinho joined AC Milan in 2008. At the Italian club, he still showed flashes of brilliance even if he no longer played at the relentless pace of his golden years in Spain. His unmatched skill with the ball continued to amaze, and he delivered memorable moments for the Milan faithful. How did he manage to bring his magic to so many different stages and win the hearts of fans worldwide? Ronaldinho Gaúcho, with all the talent that captivated the world, had a remarkable journey wearing the iconic jersey of the Brazilian national team. His debut came in 1999 during the Copa America, where the young prodigy immediately showcased his brilliance. Against Venezuela, he scored an unforgettable goal. Receiving the ball, he executed a stunning dribble, delighted the crowd with a lofted chapeau over a defender, and finished flawlessly without letting the ball touch the ground. This moment was just the beginning of an unforgettable relationship between Ronaldinho and the Brazilian national colors. With him on the pitch, Brazil experienced moments of pure artistry and celebrated historic victories. The pinnacle of his time with the team came during the 2002 FIFA World Cup, where Ronaldinho formed a legendary attacking trio with Ronaldo and Rivaldo. He was decisive in key matches, such as the quarterfinal against England, where he scored an iconic goal by surprising goalkeeper David Seaman with a long-range free kick. Beyond the 2002 World Cup title, Ronaldinho participated in other significant tournaments. In the 1999 Copa America, he played a vital role in helping Brazil lift the trophy, and in the 2005 FIFA Confederations Cup, he was instrumental in yet another Brazilian triumph. His skill, vision, and ability to deliver in crucial moments made him a constant standout on the field. Throughout his journey, Ronaldinho delighted fans with unforgettable plays and represented Brazil with a joy that only he could bring. His final appearance for the national team came in 2013, during a friendly match against Chile, marking the close of an extraordinary chapter. After all, who could forget Ronaldinho's impact while wearing Brazil's famous yellow jersey? After a brilliant international career, Ronaldinho Gaúcho decided to return to Brazil, where his football journey began and where he would continue to captivate fans with his unparalleled skill. The first club to welcome him back was Flamingo in 2011, following his victorious stint in European football. In Rio de Janeiro, Ronaldinho quickly became a fan favorite, rekindling his magic with mesmerizing dribbles, precise passes, and memorable goals that won over the hearts of all supporters. Wearing Flamengo's jersey, he helped the team secure the 2011 Campeonato Carioca and cemented his status as one of the most charismatic players to ever don the red and black. Following his time at Flamengo, Ronaldinho joined Atlético Mineiro, where he experienced one of the most memorable periods of his career in Brazil. With the Galo, he achieved a historic victory in the 2013 Copa Libertadores, elevating the club to the pinnacle of South American football after a 50-year wait. His contributions to the tournament were decisive, and his leadership on the pitch transformed Atlético into a winning powerhouse. In 2014, Ronaldinho moved to Fluminense, where he concluded his career in Brazilian football. Although his brilliance had begun to fade, he still managed to display flashes of his genius on occasion, giving Fluminense fans the chance to witness one of the greatest players of all time in their hometown. By returning to Brazil, Ronaldinho not only revitalized Brazilian football, but also brought with him a legacy of unforgettable plays and the unique magic that only he could produce. His stints with clubs like Flamengo, Atlético Mineiro, and Fluminense were marked by epic moments that remain etched in the memories of all who had the privilege of watching his genius unfold on the field. Who else could have had such an extraordinary impact on football in Brazil? Ronaldinho Gaúcho's journey in football was filled with brilliance, magic, and achievements, but like all great icons, the time came to say goodbye to the pitch. His career's conclusion, however, did not have the same glamour as the incredible victories he delivered over the years. After playing for clubs in Brazil, Ronaldinho gradually lost the rhythm of high-level competitions. By 2015, he no longer felt physically capable of performing at the elite level he once dominated. At the age of 35, Ronaldinho announced his departure from Fluminense, the club he had joined in 2015, marking the moment when the football world realized the end of an era had arrived. The player who had dazzled the world with his unpredictable dribbles, magical passes, and infectious smiles decided to take a step back from professional football. Although he never officially announced his retirement, Ronaldinho distanced himself from the field, refraining from joining clubs or participating in top-tier competitions. In his final years as a player, Ronaldinho still made appearances in friendly matches and exhibition games. However, the magic he had once displayed in the grandest arenas seemed to have faded. With his departure, football lost one of its brightest stars, yet the memories of his genius remain alive in every dribble, every goal, and every smile he shared with the world. Do you remember Ronaldinho's last moment of brilliance? How his presence could still draw applause and bring fans to their feet, even if he was no longer the same player. Ronaldinho Gaúcho may have said farewell to his professional career, but his legacy lives on in the hearts and memories of everyone who witnessed his extraordinary journey. Beyond his genius on the field, Ronaldinho Gaúcho also became known for a few controversies throughout his career. While he was celebrated for his incredible skills on the pitch, his personal life often sparked debate. Many wonder, was Ronaldinho's life off the field as lively and eventful as his football? One of Ronaldinho's most notable controversies occurred in Paraguay in 2020, when he and his brother were arrested for entering the country with fake passports. Although the situation was resolved with house arrest and a fine, the incident caused a media frenzy and divided opinions. How could a global icon find himself involved in such a serious matter? Additionally, Ronaldinho's life outside of football was frequently surrounded by rumors of parties and personal relationships. Known for his outgoing personality and laid-back demeanor, he often found himself in situations that raised questions about his commitment to football during the latter years of his career. In the end, Ronaldinho always seemed to find a way to navigate controversies off the field, keeping his name in the spotlight for better or worse. Do you recall any other controversies that marked Ronaldinho's journey? The truth is, no matter how his behavior was questioned, he never stopped being a legend in the world of football. Ronaldinho Gaúcho is undoubtedly one of the greatest players to ever wear the Brazilian national team jersey. His unmatched skill, contagious joy, and unforgettable goals continue to be cherished by football fans around the globe. He led Brazil to historic victories, such as the 2002 World Cup, and dazzled the world with his unique and irreverent talent. Alongside other legends, Ronaldinho was part of a generation that will forever be etched in the history of the sport. His journey was not only filled with on-field triumphs, but also moments of resilience and unforgettable performances, leaving an indelible mark on football history. Despite controversies and challenges off the pitch, his brilliance was undeniable, and he will always be remembered as one of the greatest artists to ever play the game. If you want to learn more about the history of the Brazilian national team, legendary players like Ronaldinho, and the latest updates on this globally celebrated squad, subscribe to the Brazilian National Football Team Forever channel. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our upcoming videos. See you next time!